Manipur, Kangleipak was merged, joined to Indian Union, Indian country. But many scholars and professors say our leader who went to Delhi was forced to sign the paper to be part of India. But at home in Kangleipak, in my hometown, those lawmakers in the government, they were against signing against the treaty. But our leader was forced, our king, our leader was forced to sign. So that's how we became a part of India. As you can see here, the blue, this one, this is Manipur, this is India, and this was a kingdom. Here is Myanmar, Burma. So long time ago, small though, we were living as a powerful kingdom with dignity, with respect, with pride, which I think we have lost today, very sadly. Next please. Yes, in spite of all those misfortune, history, change of religion, because the King Pamheba forced our Meetei people and Hill people to change, but our ancestors still managed to survive our own culture, which I follow today, which many follow today, even in Taiwan, here in Taiwan. In my family, we celebrate our New Year, my Meetei New Year, every year. And this is not in India, this is not in Manipur, not in Kangleipak, but here in Tuchang, in Taiwan, New Taipei City. This was just last year. Every year we have this celebration. That shows, from this you can see how much I respect my culture, where I came from, and who were my ancestors. And this is what I tell young people in Taiwan. You have to be very proud of your culture. You have to respect where you came from. Without your Chinese culture, who are you? You are nobody. You have no identity. You have no dignity. You are no one without your culture. That's why I focus so much on my culture, and I promote and I help young people to believe in that. That follow your culture, follow your religion, and people will respect you. I believe I'm respected. I'm a respected professor here in Taiwan, and I'm a respected friend. I'm a respected sportsman, because I believe where I came from. I believe in my culture. But I also respect Chinese culture. Here, when Chinese New Year comes, 过年来, my whole family, celebrate. So, but don't forget, don't underestimate your culture. Don't forget your culture. Don't forget where you came from, as I do. All right, next please. And our culture is very sweet and very loving. This woman is nobody else to me. She's not my mother. It looks like my mother. No, she is a woman, a homeless woman, neglected by her own family. And she lives in the old house. But last year when I went back, she was taken home by her family, because I wrote in the newspaper, I wrote on the Facebook, and I scold. I wrote very strongly that this is not a good culture. And every time I go back to Manipur, Kangleipak, my homeland, I always visit and I will meet those people who live in the homeless home. And this is one of the grandma. Very sweet. And she was also blind. So I touched her feet and I bowed down, and she blessed me. This is how my culture respects elders, women, mothers. But things are changing, just like in Taiwan. But we people are still trying to keep the good culture. Yeah. Next, please. Also, we have a very strong respect for our teachers. This is what we don't have here in Taiwan. Sorry to tell you. But when I came first time here in Taiwan, I thought, oh, Chinese culture, Confucius is a great teacher. I thought when I go in the class, I thought students would get up and say, good evening, good morning, teacher, but nobody said. So I was surprised. But in Manipur, when teachers come into the class, students will get up and say, good morning, sir, good morning, teacher. Teachers are so much respected. And I follow that culture even today. Whenever I go back to India, to Manipur, my homeland, my teacher, he's not my school teacher, he's my bodybuilding teacher. 我的健美的老师教练。But he is a 84, 84. No, 90.
94.
And he's a world champion. He's a Mr. India, and then he competed against Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, one time he competed against. So every time I go back to my homeland, Kangleipak-Manipur, I would go to him and I would bow down. Oh, this is my wife, and we would bow down. We would touch his feet, and we would get blessing, and then we would give some pocket money. You know, old people are very happy to get money, you know. So don't forget to give some money to your ama, apong, to your grandparents. So this is the respect we show to teacher, and this is what we are missing today here very much in Taiwan. We need to teach young people. Okay, next please. This is our Meetei culture. This is our women folk in the valley, my community. They are carrying some sacred fruits and flowers and rice to offer to some gods and goddesses or to some great holy men. Okay, next please. Alright, this is another community of the hills. So we have in hills, we have different communities, many communities. So this is one of the community, this is their culture, this is their dress. Just like we have here in Zhuming in Taiwan, right? So we have here. And they are called Tangkul dance. So they are ready to dance their dance, so Tangkul dance. Okay, next please. Alright, this one is my community. This is called Meetei dance, Kamba Toibi. It's a beautiful story behind it. But maybe someday. Okay, next. This is another dance called Kabui dance. Hill people. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Next. Okay, this one is very unique. It might be you have never heard about. Simply, it looks like a market. Yes, it is a market, but you can never find anywhere in the world. You know why? Because this is only for women. Not even single men can sit and sell things. Only for women and ladies. We call it imaketel, or mother's market, or women market. Only in Kangleipak, Manipur, you can see this. This shows how much we respect our women, our mothers. All right, next please. This imaketel, a women's market, is not only for the local people, it is also an attraction to tourists. So these ladies, these girls or ladies, they are beauty models. They are beautiful models coming from all around the world for a beauty pageant show in my homeland. So they were visiting here in imaketel, women market, and shopping and browsing and talking to people, taking pictures. Yeah. Next please. Then everything changed. In spite of all the God-gifted land and blessings, means we have so beautiful land, we have talents, we have wisdom, we have almost everything in my homeland, Kangleipak, Manipur. But sadly, as I mentioned in the beginning, we have a very hard life, very troubled life, very miserable life. Why? Because this is how we have been living since we became part of India. We never lived like this. But since we became part of India, Indian government, they impose a rule. Okay, next please. Which is called ESPA, means A for arm, F for forces, S for special, P for power, A for act, means special armed forces special power act. That means it has a law where if you are suspected as underground people who are fighting to get independence or freedom from India, if armies doubt you, they suspect you as underground people, then these armies can arrest you, can torture you, can put you in the prison, or can kill you at the spot. This is the law. This ESPA, Armed Forces Special Power Act 1958, gives this power to the armies, to the policemen, to kill at sight if someone is suspected. And we are living under this almost since we became a part of India. So people of my homeland, time and again, they protest, they march on the street, they complain, they wrote letters, they published newspaper, on TV, everything they have done. But let's see, next page. Oh, here. This is Armed Forces Special Power Act 1958. Is so dangerous, so terrible, so oppressive. You have no freedom. You know, India is very famous, and Indians are very proud that they have the biggest democracy in the world. You know what is democracy? Well, like we have democracy in Taiwan, right? Do we have this kind of army rule or like that? No. In Taiwan, policemen are so nice. People can just fight, right? If you do that in my homeland, you are dead. So this lady, her name is Irom Sharmila. You know how many years she fasted? Salionian, 16 years non-stop, not even 1 meal she ate. Only feeding her through her nose, liquid. For Salionian, can you imagine this, our politician in Taiwan pretending, oh, they are fasting for something, not even 1 day, right? But this lady, for 16 years, how long? She almost died. And she was always put in the prison. They say she is against the Constitution. She tried to suicide herself. And that's the accusation they have, and they always put her into the prison. But finally, she came out, and that got put in, and she became a very icon, famous person in the world. But do you think Indian government changed anything? No. They never did anything for my homeland. They never took out, they never changed. They're still keeping this, we say, draconian law, rule, means oppression. This still keeping in my homeland, Manipur. But finally she quit. But we fell. Not only her, our mothers, our young people, our girls, our students, all protest against this act, army rule. But India does nothing for us. Why? You can ask yourself. I'm not going to tell you today, maybe some other time. Next please. Yeah, you see here. Okay, next. Same. Okay, not only we are living under this terrible Armed Forces Act, we are so unfortunate, so misfortunate, so sad that we are also living under heavy bribery and corruption. If you like to get a job, job in the government or in private, you have to pay hundreds of thousands to the government or to the company, for becoming a nurse in a private or government. You have to pay like 300 to 500,000, $500,000 you have to pay just to get a nurse job. What about if you like to get a doctor job, an officer job? You have to get millions of NT dollar, Taiwan money. That is the place where we are living in. When I came to Taiwan, when I got as a professional job, this professional job, how much money did I pay? Not even $1. In Taiwan, I just applied and I got, even school promised me to work as long as until I retire. But if I like to get a job and work in my homeland, Manipur, Kangleipak, do you think I can? I grew up like a cowboy, as a cowboy. I had no money, I had no land, our parents are no job, they had no job. And they are illiterate. They are peasants, they work for other farm owners. I would never get a job. That's why when I got married to my Chinese wife, Taiwan wife, I came here and I applied. My wife helped me to apply and I got this job. And I'm still working today for the last 17 years and plus, now 18 years running. Next please. Very bad system we have. Okay, so not only that, this is another problem. Living with fear and worry for future. We are constantly, every day, every year, every month, we are living under constant worry for our future. You know why? Because we are only 2.3 million people and a very small land, but so many illegal foreigners coming from other neighboring countries like Myanmar or like Bangladesh or like Nepal. And above that, also these Indian mainlanders, they are coming here to work in our Kangleipak. You know why? Because Kangleipak, as I mentioned you before, is paradise. The weather, the climate is so comfortable, so good to live, and everything is so hot, yum yum, delicious. Because it's very natural. So people find very comfortable and happy. So they like to live here, but we worry. One day we will be swallowed by these illegal immigrants and the mainlanders. So our people asked to pass a law that is called implement the inner line permit. We call simply ILP. Inner line permit means a special law to protect us, to protect ourselves, so that other people from other countries or neighbor or mainland Indians cannot just come and settle there, so that they cannot buy land, they cannot settle there. Maybe they can work for some time, they can go back, but not become a Manipuri or a Kangleipak. This is what we've been fighting for so many years, but so far nothing has happened yet. Next please. You see here, so pity. These are small young girls, high school girls. They're fighting against the water cannon. Army is spreading, shooting the water guns to these girls, and they're trying to protect themselves. What they are asking simply is, and these women, our mothers, they're fighting for the future of